All right, thanks a lot, Michelle. You know, there's something about that first Sunday in February with the Boston Celtics hosting a game at home and the New England Patriots playing for another Super Bowl championship that just feels and seems kind of normal here in the New England area. And that's the scene set once again. A lot of TB12 jerseys and Gronkowski jerseys on hand today as the Celtic host the hottest team in the NBA right now, OKC.
George has gone for 36, 37, and 43 in his last three runs, and they're demonstrating that he's one of the top two-way players in the league. Comes up with the steal. Ferguson got it.
Now, this young man has improved his shooting, and also Grant at the power forward. Both of these young players at 6'6", 6'7", they can run the floor, play defense, block shots, can guard a number of different people, and now they're both shooting the three at between 36 and 38%.
Paul George with one of the easier shots made here so far this afternoon. Paul George had some interesting comments with us earlier when he talked about how he slowed down just a little bit this year, not getting caught up in Russell Westbrook's pace of the game, and it's worked out better for both of them. George scoring that time. Horford made the extra pass to Morris Sr. Pulling his way on the baseline, man. Hubie put his shoulder right into Grant's chest.
Well, that's a guy understanding that once he's on my shoulder, and I'm just going to move him out because of upper body strength.
And Paul George finding the range that time from deep. Westbrook with his fourth assist. Adams inside, got it to go.
Well, this guy is just a horse for them. He's third in the league in offensive rebounding at close to 5 a game.
Kyrie guarding Paul George here. They're going to run it down. 10 seconds to go. George 3 of 8 from the field here in the first quarter. Kyrie taking on the defensive challenge. Paul George just that much better. Had 10 threes a couple of nights ago, and he's heating up the Boston afternoon. He's got 11 points so far. George weaving through traffic for the two-handed slam.
Oklahoma City's tight in this game right now because of the three ball. They're not a great shooting team, but they're 5 for 9 today in the three ball.
Paul George with the step back made a little bit of space, just like you showed at the show open, that demonstration.
Oh, no, I tell you, he can do that, and he does it well. You know that when you're getting 20 shots a game, which he does, and then when he's playing and he's hot, like he has been in this streak, he's kicking more shots.
Adams got it back in a dangerous roll, man. Off the feed from Paul George. Paul George really praising Steven Adams when he was talking with us earlier. He says, I have the best screener in the league on my team. Marcus Smart became a starter after the team struggled to a 10-10 start, and they immediately went on an 8-game winning streak, which really turned their season around.
Well, also, he's one of their best defenders, because if you notice, he was on George early.
And speaking of George over Gordon Hayward, you know, interesting when you talk about those two guys in the same sentence. Hayward coming off of that catastrophic injury. Paul George experienced the same back in 2014. He said he planned on spending some time with Hayward before the afternoon was over. Paul George with a little get back. Quickly at the other end, Paul George with 19. Lead is back up to 8. George against Tatum. Straightaway three.
Whoa.
Wet.
Whoa.
Paul George in a nice groove here in the third quarter. Tice from deep. Why not?
We're raining threes. Remember now, Boston is third in makes and third in attempts on offensive foul.
George, a block and one.
That should have been an offensive foul. And the bench is up. You're going to see it here right now. Now just watch, you know, as he rotates and he just takes the guy out. You can't do that.
Lead is down to 8. Paul George with 29 tonight. Hayward blocked by George. Out of bounds, Boston basketball. Russell Westbrook has 5 consecutive triple-doubles coming into the game today. So far, is 6 rebounds short of a 6th straight. Diallo! Say it with your chest, and one. George off the screen, fires quickly, and gets it to go. Tatum on the break. Good defense by George.
Got to get a good shot here.
Oh, that's a good shot for Westbrook because it ended up going down, Coach. And it's a 4-point margin again for Boston. George fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2. Irving against Schroeder. Going to work with it. The step back. Got it. That's clutch time. We showed you the clutch time numbers.
Now see the spin move? That forearm went out and got a piece of Schroeder and moved it back and got the fadeaway.
Oh, wow. Tatum got loose underneath.
Loose. Look, it could have been a foul, with the ball out of bounds. Because that was almost a wrestling match trying for him to get open.
Ferguson switches on to Kyrie. Dancing with it. Good double team, and Russell Westbrook gets the steal. It's a 2-on-1. George for 3. Westbrook kept it alive, and it's going to be a loose ball foul underneath against more senior Russell Westbrook. Apparently shot out of a cannon, went high, and that foul actually going to go against the Celtics' Kyrie Irving. Westbrook makes it a 2-point contest. 45.9 to go. Neither team with a foul to give. Both teams with 2 timeouts remain. Horford back to Kyrie.
Good recovery by Adams.
5 to go on the drive by. Got all the way to the paint, and the lefty falls.
Now that was incredible. Big thing here right now is your philosophy. You go for a 3, you go for a 2, you score quickly. And then you score quickly, you get into the defense and force them to call timeout. They're going
for the 3 ball. Grant, yes! And it's a 1-point contest.
Don't assume they're going to call timeout now. They're not calling timeout.
They've got
Get
2
your
left.
man. It's a 1-point game here.
Full court pressure. They trap Tatum,
Okay.
and Tatum fouled on the play. Tatum misses the second loose ball. OKC can tie with a 2 or win it with a 3. Westbrook lost the handle a little bit too fast, and he turned it over with 7.4 to go. A cataclysmic turnover for Westbrook. Down by 4 with 7.4 to go. Grant gets it. They go for a quick 2 and a foul called, stopping the clock with 5.2 to go, sending Westbrook to the line.
Now you remember, you must hit the rim. You must hit the rim.
And he didn't.
And he did not.
Do you believe it? We see it happen so many times, UB Brown. So many times players forget that they have to hit the rim or else it's a side out.
Well, I'm glad that we brought that up. Okay. You hate to see it. It doesn't happen often, but the ball must hit the rim.